Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second live stream here on the Critical Pixels channel. And today we'll be continuing split second, right from where we stopped uh, last time. So I believe it was, well, not I believe, now I'm checking it, right at episode 3. Also, I'm testing the new microphone, so hopefully this will end once and for all the complaints about how it sounds. It's not a super ultra fancy microphone or anything like that, but hopefully it should do the trick, at least when it comes to the audio quality. Um, I'll be playing for 40 minutes to about an hour, so hopefully it will be, hopefully we'll make some progress in the game. So without further ado, let's go to episode 3. Now, I believe we have played all the available events. So there isn't anything new to see in terms of event types, but we still have a lot to go until we see the end credits, which isn't going to happen today. But let's start with the traditional race. So at least we have some clear waters. And yes, I did check if the controller is working, and hopefully it is. Now for the first car, let's have the Bandit, just changing its color to something different than from the last time. And I still have to use the keyboard to click on the game because the it just won't it will just recognize the controller in the race on the menus and settings and everything else. You have to use the keyboard, which isn't a big deal, but yeah, the controller is working. So let's try a second place. I think it's a good start. And we have the A button for level 1 power plays and the B button for level 2 power plays. And that was just a level 1 power play, and I got a double rack. So we're off to a good start. Also, I'm trying to finish the script on the next video, which I was trying to get it ready for this weekend, but I've just had a pretty busy week, so it will be ready throughout the week, but not this weekend. Also, I'm thinking about doing some different, live streams. I just have to set things up because it's all new to me. But I'm thinking about playing. Ooh, okay. Project Gotham Racing 3 on the next live stream, which would be straight from the Xbox 360, and perhaps some MotorStorm Apocalypse as well, which will also be a future video on the channel. Or perhaps even the first MotorStorm or Pacific Rift. But at least to start up, I think playing on the PC is easier. Hello, Isabel Lima. Welcome to the live stream. No, I'm not going to lose the first place, but we still have 2 laps to go, so that's fine. And I hope the audio settings are fine as well, because I haven't had a lot of time with this mic to get used to the settings. But hopefully it's working. And another rack. We also have to get a certain number of racks to unlock the bonus events, so it's also important to pay attention to this. But I can't wreck anyone if I'm in first place, so yeah, first world problems, right? Okay, so far, oh yeah, I would say so far so good, but what a timing. But at least we might get another rack. And it's the final lap. Let's get some draft, because I must fuel my power bar first. And first place already. Nope. Also, once again, I should have reminded this as soon as I started the video. There is a full video about Split Second on the channel, so if you want to see without the rumbling, without the incoherently thoughts, and you want to see something that was properly scripted, just check out the video on the channel. It's a great game, and it's still available for purchase. You can still buy it on the Xbox Store as well as on Steam. It is backward compatible with Xbox Series, with Xbox One as well. So it's definitely worth playing on modern systems or even on a modern PC. Let's try to bring this one home. Yeah, the rubber banding is not agreeing with me on that front. Yeah, obviously he overtook me right close to the finish line, but I was feeling in second place, so I'm not unhappy with how things started. Let's move to another race, and we get 40 credits. 19 more rivals in this episode to unlock the bonus event, so we still have a long way to go, but some carnage will be welcome. If it's on other cars, of course, not on the ones I'm driving. Let's continue. The elite event is already unlocked, but I want the bonus event prior to that. We have 2 races to unlock 19 rivals. And let's try the new vehicle, the Cobretti GT-RS. Ferry Wharf. Place A for better to earn more credits. Let me just get another sip of coffee because I was low on energy a bit earlier. And we have a lot of similar cars. So that's something I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, you get a new car and everyone else seems to get the same car as well. So your upgrades are kind of go unnoticed since everyone else is also seemingly getting that upgrade as well. But let's not complain before we actually have some reason to do that. 5th place so far. 3rd place. Let's try a win this time. Let's do some drifting and let's wreck some people. After all, we need those wrecks for the bonus event. Also, a reminder not to check the chat while you might get wrecked, but I'll get used to it eventually. Ooh, so that's how you want to play. Okay. 4th place. Another rack. Ooh. Some drifting. How? Okay. Did they escape it? I didn't check, but hopefully not. Lap 2, 1st place, but obviously the rubber banding won't let me go off this easy. We can crash in some debris. We have plenty of time to avoid that attempt. And now we're back on 2nd place. Or perhaps not. Another wreck. Yeah, I mean the rubber banding might be annoying, but if not for its existence, we wouldn't be able to do those racks because you could just get on 1st place and not see anyone else for the rest of the race. You can also open shortcuts with your power bar, which is pretty handy as well. And especially once you learn the different tracks and where the shortcuts are, you can actually make some good use of it. Obviously, the opponents can also do the same, and sometimes you try to get a shortcut, but as soon as you're getting close to it, it just closes, and you get an easy wreck. seemingly first place so far, but again, let's escape this one. Let's survive until the finish line. We're not that far, I believe. Ooh, I could have switched routes, but I didn't click on it fast enough. Okay. No crashes so far. Let's get the shortcut. Let's keep it cool. Just a touch on the brakes so we don't crash. And I think it's going to be a first place. Yeah, finally. With that, we get 50 credits, I believe. But as usual, probably not enough racks. And now we have a elimination event. So some flavor for today's live stream. Let me just get another sip of coffee. Okay. I'm gonna use the Cabretti RS again. It brought some luck, so why waste it? When the timer hits zero, the last place car is eliminated. Use your racing skills to stay ahead of the pack. Power plays are live. Use them to slow down rival drivers. That's exactly what we're going to do. Also trying to get as many racks as possible so the bonus event is available. And we are again at the ferry wharf. Ref? I don't remember the name. At least it's fresh on my memory. $30 left. No rack so far. Okay, one rack. Double rack. Nice. But we still need more. Almost wrecked myself, but yeah. Graham wasn't so lucky. Let's get the shortcut again. And let's trust the rubber banding to give me some people to use my power plays on. See? They listen. They're always listening. Was it another rack? Yes. You racked Betty. So we're moving along on the racks needed for the bonus event. Not sure how much we need left, but how many we need left. But anyway, we'll probably get it at the elite event. But any rack here is really bad because if you're close to the timer hitting zero and you get racked, you're pretty much eliminated. So you have to drive pretty carefully. And here's the AI making use of my shortcut as well. Let's try to wreck him. And I wrecked myself. Nice. But still at second place. So we're still alive. We haven't been eliminated yet. But now the clock is against us. If it hits zero and I'm still in second place, I'll be out. So it's all or nothing. And in this case, it's probably going to be nothing. Yeah. we've been eliminated. And now we're going to move to the elite event since we haven't get the bonus. We haven't got enough racks to unlock the bonus event, but that might happen in the elite race. So three more rivals in this episode to unlock. So that might be enough in the elite race. And once again, I'm going to use the Cabretti RS. I feel like it brings some luck. And of course, split second just closed right in front of me. I'm still here, by the way. I haven't gone anywhere. But the game just closed, which is something that is bound to happen when you play old games. But we'll be back. Let's just open it again, and hopefully it's saved right where we were, and I won't have to replay any races. But I think that the checkpoint system is pretty good. I don't remember having that many problems when I played it for the review. I'm not sure if it has something to do with using two monitors because I'm currently using one for split second and another for OBS. So I'm not sure if the game misbehaves when you have two monitors, but it did close out of nowhere in the first stream as well, and it just did it again this time. So might be an issue with two monitors, but we're coming back, so don't worry about it. I'm just going to check if the control is working because last time it wasn't working straight away. Let's skip all the cutscenes and all the Disney advertising, especially since they closed Black Rock Studios without giving us Split Second Part 2. The controller is working. So let's get back to where we were. The elite race at the airport terminal, which will move us to chapter 4 out of 11, if I'm not mistaken. So we're about halfway through the game. Almost halfway through the game, sorry. Let's just go right away. The controls are working. At least it closes on the menus and not in the middle of a race, because that would be more infuriating. So at least the game has some respect towards us. Okay, so one rack. But let's worry about the elite event first. Let's forget the racks for now. Especially since the elite events are tougher than the normal races. And if I'm not mistaken, we'll also get a car at the end of the event. Look at a bus coming at us, but we escaped. So far, so good, but fourth place. I thought I was doing better. We have torpedo, so let's torpedo him. See? Pretty simple. Now, almost 4 seconds to the second place. Not sure if I'll be able to catch him, but I'm a pessimist when it comes to judging my gaming skills. So that I might be overreacting, but we'll see. And the first lap is over. Still have 2 laps to go. And while they are racing on supercar prototypes. I just have a Bentley here from Wish. But at least it gives me the possibility to get some extra racks. But I need a podium, so yeah, we have to focus. No, no buses. I think third place is the best we'll do this time. Yeah, especially driving like this. And another wreck. Bye bye, Lifewire. But we still have an extra lap to go. So, not a time for celebration. Okay, the second lap is over, and now we are on the final lap. And I think I have visual contact. Oh, okay, that I deserve that one. Fifth place. I mean, looking at the bright side, it gives me the option to get two wrecks. But on the other hand, third place is probably going to be the most we'll make out of this event, which means in future episodes, we'll probably have to come back to redo some races to get extra credits, as finishing second or third might not be enough to unlock the latter episodes, which is usual for arcade racing games. Okay, so far so good. Perhaps not. Yeah, the race is over. And we have a third place, also known as a podium. 30 credits. And I believe the bonus event is available. And we also qualified for the next episode and for the bonus event, plus a new car, which is always a good sight. Cobretti Nero GT 400. Sounds expensive. Third place, 21 points. Okay, so which episode to play next? Sunset Fire or Hit the Skids? Let's play Sunset Fire. And of course, we have the intro. Okay, but I still want to play the bonus event. So let's rewind things back to episode 3. And we have an airstrike as the bonus event, which is not my favorite type of event, but at least it's going to give us some extra credits, which again are always welcome. Let's change the color here. In airstrike, we have the helicopter locking missiles on us, so we have to avoid as much missiles as we can, and the longer we survive, the better we place at the final event. So Let's try to survive as long as we can. I think a second place would be good here. So let's aim for that. And I didn't even check if this car is the best suited for this event, which benefits from a lot of strength and drift as well. Maneuverability in general, so we can avoid the close missiles around us. But we're here, so let's do what we can with what we have, which is a good motto. Okay, that's not doing as good as you can with the little we have when you just crash yourself. You also lose your multiplier when you crash. So it's a double loss. You not only lose the life but also your multiplier, which encourages you to be even more careful than you would if there was no multiplier. And also there are no power plays. So you can't open shortcuts. You can't also drive too slow because you'll be penalized for it. And now we have a challenge because I'm not seeing. Well, I thought it would be worse. And we are on fifth place already. Okay, let's try to just drive in the middle of the missiles. So far, so good. Fourth place. It's too easy for my liking so far, but let's not complain. Third place, we still have 2 lives left. Second place, and the multiplier is getting higher and higher, so good for us. 1 life left. Why did I have to mention the multiplier getting higher and higher? We just need, I think, one more wave, and that should be enough to move to the first place and end the event. So another 50 credits, and the next elite race is almost unlocked, but we still need 100 more credits to win the Cabretti Vortex, which sounds like a car from Ratchet and Clank. Okay, oh, sorry. We have to change episodes. This time we're moving to episode number 4, Sunset Fire. I'm gonna skip the intro because we've
This
already
time
watched it.
on Split Second.
Yeah, of course, you won't let me skip it. No, I don't think we've seen this intro. All right. So let's play by order with elimination first. I guess the Cabretti GTRS is best suited for elimination. So let's just change the color and jump right in. Elimination is simple. Just stay out of last place and you're golden. And again, we're racing at the docks, which always makes for great racing tracks. Docks, Japanese highways, and European mountain tracks always make some entertaining racing tracks. I don't know how many racks we need for the bonus event, but the sooner we start working on it, the better. No, you're not going to wreck me this time. We had a not good but not bad drift. And the third power bar is almost, of course. Yeah, I wrecked myself, but I couldn't see anything. Not going to lie, which is why I recommend playing on PC because on consoles is even worse. Sometimes you can't just see anything. You have a lower resolution. Unfortunately, there are no backwards enhancements on Xbox, but at least you can still purchase it. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the Steam version doesn't have achievements, but the Xbox version does. But I might be mistaken on it. I'm not sure. Let's try and at least one rack. But let's aim for for the first place here. Yeah, I don't want a third place, but they're racing pretty fast, and I'm not. That rack really cost me, seemingly, and now I'm in danger. And there's only 10 seconds, which won't be enough. And it's over. So, third place it is with 30 credits. So, we're still two races away from the Cobretti Vortex. But at least we have unlocked this track for quick play. What a bonus. Let's move on to the second race. And the elite event is already available, but let's leave that for later. So the Rayback Coyote Challenge in a detonator event, which means the whole track is rigged and exploding around us, and again we have to survive. And again the game closed right at my face. So I'm still suspicious of the two monitor setup because I didn't use that when I played for the review, but it is closing quite often. I'll probably pick a different game for the next live stream. Uh, yeah, I'm probably going to make a community post asking for which game you guys want to see, or I might just take a dictatorship of the channel and pick the game I want. But it's either going to be MotorStorm or Project Gotham Racing 3. But I'm still here. I'm just reopening the game for the second time. Hopefully, it's not going to close anymore, but I can't guarantee anything. So if you're seeing a black screen, I'm here. It's just that the game doesn't seem to be playing quite well, literally speaking, with a two monitor setup. So out of nowhere, it just closes on the menus and I have to reopen it. That's the second time it happens today. And if I'm not mistaken, it did happen probably twice on the past live stream as well, which is probably a good reason to pick a different game for the next live stream. And I have to check the controls again because I don't trust I don't trust the game, and the controller is working. So let's try to play the detonator event on episode 4, because we were going to do it using the Rayback Coyote. I might also do a live stream playing Pro Evolution Soccer, either the either Pro Evolution Soccer 6 on the Xbox 360, which is a rather interesting version of the game, or Pro Evolution Soccer 13, which is considered to be the best Pro Evolution Soccer game in the 7th gen, which I'm sure would play wonderfully with my American audience. But it might be interesting. I was thinking about playing the Libertadores, the Libertadores in Pro Evolution Soccer 13, or yeah, I'm going to restart this event. Let's just restart it. Or perhaps the World Cup in Pro Evolution Soccer 6. They don't have any licenses, so uh, league licenses. So anything we play should be fine. But I was surprised with the Pro Evolution Soccer 6 version on the Xbox 360. Surprisingly, I had never played it. I only played the PS2 version. And there are some noticeable graphical differences. But obviously, with a mostly American audience, not sure their interest in a soccer game would be so high. But we might try that sometime in the future. And in past 13, we would play Libertadores, possibly with Santos and Neymar as well, because he was still there way back when past 13 was released. And they still had a lot of licenses. They had the Champions League license as well. Couldn't avoid this one. Don't think we're going to win this particular event, but perhaps a second place or even a third place. Yeah, I think a third place is wishful thinking at this point. So did we finish second or third? And second place. I think he was pretty close to not finishing second. Let's see. Yeah, about yeah, 1 second. So still some room, but let's focus a bit more on the upcoming race at the construction site. So Cabrera GT-RS or GT400. I think I'll go with the GT400. Sounds more expensive, but GT-RS is pretty good as well. And it's a new racetrack, so we have something new to see. I think it's a new racetrack. I don't. My memory is just awful. That's why I have to write things. I would love to be able to just use bullet points, but I would just forget everything. And it's first place already, which doesn't mean much since the race has just begun. Second place and at least one new wreck. Now, let's get another wreck. Yeah, I did risk by getting too close to that truck because I know it is rigged. But that's a good thing. I mean, you can actually learn where some of the the explosives are placed. So you can avoid certain areas, which is why a racing line doesn't mean much here, because you actually have to avoid being wrecked. And sometimes keeping the ideal racing line is just putting you close to a place where one of the opponents, one of the AI opponents, might just crash you. So you have to be careful with that. So the ideal racing line is the one that keeps you alive, not necessarily the fastest one. And I just escaped the building collapsing. Will I escape this one? Yes, but at what cost? Come on, come on, come on. Pepper is wrecked. Now, still haven't the third lap to go, and the race is already looking like a post-apocalyptic movie set, which is the appeal of this particular game. Which I would really love a sequel or at least some indie game to pick up the style. Unless, of course, I crash, then I hate it. But we still have another lap, which might be enough to get a first place if I can actually drive properly. So let's keep our fingers crossed and our trigger button ready. But we have to fill our power bar first, which is not something I'm doing as well as I should, apparently. Now, another issue is that if you're too close to the car in front of you and you're trying to wreck them, you might wreck yourself in the process. So you have to be careful to where you detonate it. Sometimes it's just better to try to overtake as a normal racing car, just a traditional overtake, than to try to wreck them because you might wreck yourself in the process. So I have the 3 power bars filled, which means in certain places of the race, I might actually use a level 2 power play. So let's try to use that. Let's try to just race calmly without detonating anything. And if whenever I get the prompt, but the race is just over anyways. So we have a first place, and I believe we have enough credits to unlock the Cobretti Vortex. So there's a new car on the garage. Not bad. Racked 20 more rivals in this episode to unlock the bonus event. Yeah, that's quite a lot of racks. But perhaps with the Cobretti Vortex in our garage, we'll be able to do that, which is which is a bit of a paradox, right? Because the faster your cars are, the less opponents you have in front of you to rack. And let's play a race again on the ferry wharf. So let's try to bring this one home. I think a first place. No, let's be humble, right? Let's try a second place. Let's settle for that. But of course, if we can snatch the win, we'll do just that. Or perhaps make some good use of the power bar. But it's too many ops to go, and I can't seem to rack anyone. Just one in my fake Lamborghini. They can also crash themselves, which is always fun to see. Okay, let's avoid crashing. Let's pick up the shortcut. Thank you very much. And another rack. Okay, again, we have another car in front of us, which is yet another chance to get a rack. Let's get some drafting. Let's get some drifting. Let's get some drafting again. Come on, come on, come on. Too early. Too soon, I guess. And he crashed himself, which does not count as a rack for me. And I used the level 2 power play. So look at the boat moving. Look at the cruise ship moving. So the track is going to change. And we now have this new route, which is pretty interesting for a game from 2010, if I'm not mistaken. But I do lose all my power bars, so I have to fill it up again. Which isn't easy when I crash myself. And we're in the last lap, and I've lost the second place. Let's not lose control. Let's open the shortcut. Still might wreck someone, but yeah, the finish line is right here. So third place it is. And I need 150 more credits to win the Hanzo GT. Let's at least try to finish the elite race and the next episode, and then we'll call it quits. And again, the game has just closed. So that's the third time it did that today. So yeah, Split Second won't be returning as a game on a Let's Play on the channel, sadly. Oh, thank God it uses an autosave functionality because closing that way, I would have just lost a lot of progress today. Fortunately, it saves after every race. Let's try the controls. The controller is working. Let's try to finish on a high and win that race. I was looking for some green flavor for my fake Lamborghini, but it's not available. Okay, so let's bring this elite race home. We can do that, right? Right? Yeah, there isn't anyone in the chat. I'm also trying to play around with the quality of the stream because I like to, ideally, it's nice to stream as high as you can quality wise. I'm still messing around with settings. Like I said, I don't have experience with streaming, so it's all new. Um, Hopefully, on the next one, I'll be able to stream at a higher quality. And I've just been crashed again and again. But at least now I can open the shortcut, and we'll have to recover all the lost positions. There's still a lot to go, so let's not panic. Bye bye, torpedo. 2 seconds to the sixth place. Yeah, there seemed to be a gathering in front of me, so I might be able to recover some positions rather quickly if I can get my power bar filled and get the proper timing, which kind of worked. I was hoping for a double rack. And they could rack themselves, right? But they don't seem to do it. They're just waiting for me to do the job. Come on, AI cars, rack yourselves. Take yourselves out of the race. Don't just wait on me. You can do it. I believe I believe in you. Now the second place is probably 5 seconds ahead. So let's at least hope for some visual contact before we end the race. Close call. Still no visual contact. Oh, there is. There it is. Some visual contact at last. But still 3 seconds ahead, which probably is enough for them to finish the race. I can trigger a level 2 power play, but again, I'm not sure if I'll have enough time to do it. Escaped. And first place. Nice. Let's open the shortcut as well. So far, so good. Well, almost. So far, so good. They can't let me be happy, right? They have to take my happiness away. Yeah, I just complained too early. And we will finish on the first place, which will unlock another episode, episode 5. And 50 more credits. So we need 100 more credits to win the Hanzo GT and 6 more rivals racked in this episode alone to unlock the bonus event. Congratulations, you qualified for the next episode. Win a race event by less than a second. Okay, so which episode are we going to choose? Yeah, I only have one option, so it will be Hit the Skids. That's right, let's watch the introduction.
You don't want to miss this train. Only on the next chassis-shaking episode of Split Second.
Well, I think that's it for today. So thanks for watching. If you're seeing this later on, thanks for watching as well. Hope the new mic is good. On proper essay videos, I will be able to post process it and make it sound perhaps a little better. But anyways, I hope it will be an improvement on the channel and that everyone enjoyed this live stream. I'll probably change the game next time because it just keeps closing. It closed 3 times today, and last time I think it closed twice. So I'll probably try to play something on a console next time, probably either a PS3 or a 360. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, and there will be a new video essay throughout the week. So also make sure to pay attention. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.